everyone! As you'll know if you're on the showing scene here on Jorvik, the Jorvik Equestrian Festival Invitational is right around the corner. This is a competition held every year at, you guessed it, the Jorvik Equestrian Festival, featuring a cross-country, dressage, and show jumping division. I was invited back this year, which I am so very grateful for, but I'm gonna be completely honest, I wasn't planning on accepting the invitation. Last year, I attended with my sweet Teddy, who I'm still very much grieving, and I just didn't think I'd be ready. However, after receiving encouragement from some friends, shout out to Cara Blueberry Heart, you are seriously the best, I decided to accept. That leaves us with so much preparation to do and not much time to do it all in, as per usual. We're gonna power through though, and that starts with choosing which horses are gonna come with me. Last year, I only brought one horse, Teddy, so by the end of the event, he was exhausted. I'd like to avoid that this year, and since I happen to have exactly 3 personal horses, I'll be bringing them all with me. Being the descendant of an extremely talented show jumper, I'll enter Firefly in the show jumping division. He didn't used to enjoy it all that much, but I've noticed that his preferences have changed quite a bit as he's grown over the past year, and he actually really enjoys jumping these days. As for these two, it seems obvious to do cross-country with Ebony and dressage with Senna, but I might actually do the opposite. See, Ebony here likes to sass me and kind of do her own thing when we're riding. Most of the time it works out, and judges can't really tell that Ebony is the one in control and not me. However, that's only because we've primarily done cross-country and show jumping together. Now that I've officially bought Ebony from Jorvik Stables, I have more of a vested interest in her, so this is going to be more of a training opportunity than a competition for her. That leaves Senna in the cross-country division by default, which I know he'll do well in as a past Olympian in training. For day 1 of training, I decided to work with Senna and Firefly since Ebony was in a sketchy mood. I figured I'd train each horse every other day so they'd each have a chance to rest between training days, and Firefly and Senna's off days would be Ebony's work days. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, I started off with Senna, as you can see, and since we don't have a cross-country course on property, we did the next best thing and traversed the mountainous terrain surrounding the property at a brisk pace to build endurance and mimic the landscape of a cross-country course. Things were going smoothly, a little too smoothly, when a small fox pup jumped out from behind a bush and scared the bejesus out of Senna. He rode up and I fell, which was honestly partially on me since I was really startled as well. I kinda just slid off. It was embarrassing. I wasn't hurt or anything, and after some pats and reassurance, I got back on Senna and we continued as though nothing had happened. I'd say that went well, other than Senna and I getting spooked by a fox the size of a small puppy. He didn't seem terribly exhausted by the end of our training, and I think after a few more days of doing endurance exercises at home, we'll find a cross-country course we can visit and try somewhere nearby. That's enough schooling for Senna in one day though, and now it's time for Firefly and I to take on the show jumping course one of the stable hands so kindly set up. I decided last minute to put on the GoPro. Come on, Firefly! Did you seriously just refuse that jump? Okay, take 2. What? This is so unlike you. What's going on? I checked his saddle and the saddle pad. It's not too tight and there aren't any burrs or anything poking him. I seriously have no idea what his problem is. We're gonna try going around the course a little differently. Maybe his beef is with that specific jump. Come on, you can do it. boy. Uh-oh, this jump is the one he was mad at earlier. You're doing so well. Come on, Firefly. Of course. Nothing can ever be too easy with you, huh? We went about the course a couple more times, and he refused that one jump every single time. He's jumped it before. I guess it just looked at him funny today. I'm honestly glad I'm training Ebony tomorrow because I am not in the mood to put up with another difficult course right now. Literally, what was I just talking about? Get your naughty horse butt back here. Hey, it's the next day, and Houdini here gave me a good scare this morning when I came into the barn. At least she seems to be in a better mood today. Alright, let's get you all tacked up. Around, like, where are the jumps? What's going on? Yeah, she's gonna hate this. Clearly, she hasn't heard the saying, slow and steady wins the race. Scratch that, I don't think she even knows what slow and steady means. After I decided I'd tortured Ebony enough, I was going to turn her out into the pasture, but she just had so much pent-up energy that I took her for a run around the racetrack first. She's like a dog. You know how when you say the word walk, they got all excited and energetic? Well, Ebony is like that after you tack her up. She's usually so lazy, but once she figures out that she's going for a ride, she gets so much energy out of nowhere. Normally, I can work out that energy relatively quickly through jumping her or doing more intensive exercise, but clearly dressage is neither of those things. Hopefully she'll get more accustomed to riding that isn't fast-paced during our schooling sessions over the next few weeks. And that is the end of the springtime training vlog. It honestly turned out to be a bit more chaotic than I initially expected, but I'm not complaining. The chaos made it all the more entertaining. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. If you'd like to see if all this training pays off, feel free to subscribe so you don't miss my upcoming JEFI show vlog. And I will see you guys next time. I love you. Bye.